Well, I'm glad my wife got to go first, but she's not going to steal my thunder. So if I repeat much of what she said, but just in a different format, just bear with me. As you heard on August 24th, the ISTA and local union leaders ran illegal picket on my private property. This illegal picket was then told to leave my private property, not by my wife, but by the state police. They then chose to trespass illegally on a church cemetery lot, again, private property. The Harrison County prosecutor warned them of the illegalities of the picket on the state highway and private property. Dan Haskell denies that he was warned and stated that unless a private citizen asked them to leave, that this was not illegal. Saturday following St. Michael's 5:30 Mass, Dan Haskell and I spoke on the phone for approximately about 35 or 40 minutes about other things regarding the severance bond. And at the end of that conversation, I told him that I was under the impression that my property was going to be picketed and that this would not be appreciated, that it was illegal, and that I was concerned about the teachers and their well-being because of the fact that some people had been killed out there, one as recently as a couple months ago. The ISTA and local union reps chose to break the law anyway, a great example for our school-age children. This further illustrates that we have a broken union with horrible leadership, a leadership which has cost the retired and retiring teachers of North Harrison School Corporation millions in retirement benefits. This was discussed with Dan in that same phone conversation. This is something they talk little about in the public. This severance bond was never part of the original contract and has cost these teachers untold tens of thousands of dollars at the hands of this union leadership. This was not done by any board, but by your union leadership. It has been said to me in the last 2 to 3 months that a new union with new leadership could create new possibilities. I couldn't agree more. There are 89 union members on January 1st, 2010. As of September 6, 2010, there are now 66 union members. 20 have canceled membership, some have retired. 22.5% of your membership has left. There was one UNICEF director there. This means your success rate for the call to arms was a measly 16.7% that day. In the classroom, this warrants an F grade if you're being graded in this classroom. I, like my wife, in no way, shape, or form feel that the select few that decided to run an illegal picket speak for the voice of this union and the voice of these teachers at the school corporation. I firmly believe, and still to this day believe, that this school corporation has some of the best teachers in the state of Indiana, some of the best people in the state of Indiana, and this wrongful act will not deter me from believing that. One last comment regarding Joanne Spees-Saylor. The vote on the contract was not 2-3, it was 2-2-1. At least you can get your facts straight. That's all.
Well, I just have a couple of comments. One's on the tax issue. Some of us are trying to avoid the fiasco that we sat through last April. I hope that that doesn't reoccur in 2011. The other thing is about the teacher contract. I want to commend all of the teachers in the way that they carry themselves. And when we orchestrate the picket, and I haven't counted, but 11 teachers showed up. That's a tremendous non-support of the picket. So I commend all the teachers that don't support those ideas. I also want to comment on the pledge to work the contract that the executive committee of the union started, implemented this, went out soliciting teachers to sign cards to work the contract and only work the contract. And I think the main objective is to kill things like the 6th grade camping trip, the 8th grade Washington, D.C. trip, and things such as that. I see by August the 30th, the response from Mr. Haskell is that they did not garner the staff support necessary to move forward with the program. So anyone that had signed the pledge card from bearing their responsibility responsibility was released. Well, once again, I commend the teachers for not supporting those kinds of actions. Those don't hurt school board members individually or as a whole. That affects the kids, and that's what the union claims that they are here for, are the kids. The final thing I've noticed is Fridays have been deemed Black Fridays, and we have new T-shirts to wear. I've started taking notice of the white T-shirts or white clothes that most teachers wear. I've seen most, or some, wear their 6th grade camping trip shirts. That tells me they are still supporting those kinds of things. So, yes, I'm here commending the teachers, and I thank them for what they do. And I'm glad that they make the decisions that they make, because the picketing alone, there is no positive reaction could come from that. That is, to me, it's nothing more than a form of bullying. It was an attempt to bully Mr. Renneker. I guess, I don't know if it was to embarrass him or what it was, but it didn't work. And I hope that we can come back with better ideas than that. That's all I have.
No other comments